So before we really dig into it, I always like to ask the question, how did you get into what it is that you do?
Great question. Actually, this is my second career path.
Ooh,
Before I was working in the nonprofit sector. My bachelor's degree was in theater arts administration. So at that time in my life, I was interested in the arts and entertainment, and really trying to, because I had a history of like a dance background, all that stuff. But that was in my childhood, and that led me to college. And so this path came out of interest in, I was going through like transitions in life with, coming back home from, having this career, this first career in nonprofits and in the arts, and really wanting to make an impact in the world in a different way. And so I became a therapist because I really have always been interested in this like deeper meanings of life and psychology and human behavior. And then I was also involved in a church, which kind of deepened that interest, really like spirituality and faith and things like that. And that's what led me to go back to school and get my master's degree, because I really wanted to get another degree and shift in a direction where I wanted to help people, but I wanted to help people in a completely different way than I was helping them in the past. And that's what led me to become a therapist.
okay.
So, and then, I have my own kind of thing, my own personal issues going on as well with family and other dynamics going on in my life. And I use that lived experience to apply to my continuing education to become a therapist.
Okay, nice. Do you feel like that was definitely the fulfillment that you need, especially career-wise when you made that pivot?
I think so. I think I should have been a therapist a long time ago. Um, I think that, I early on in life I was kind of a little lost, a little kind of like not, I didn't really understand what my purpose was. I knew that I really wanted to make a difference in the world because I went to college, but I didn't really know exactly what my life path or my life purpose truly was until I got into this profession, until I got into the mental health profession and psychology, where I was like, my mind was stimulated based on the education and information that I was getting. And I was like reading and doing research and writing papers, and I was getting so immersed in it to the point where I was like, oh, this is it for me. Like, this is the area I need to be in. Right. So, and I think oftentimes many of us don't really know what it is that we want to do, or what type of skills or qualifications that really make us to be the best candidates for certain roles. And for me, it was really about connecting what was already natural and organic for me, like intuitively, like authentically, like who am I really, and what are some of the traits or um, characteristics that could be further enhanced. I already had like a sense of intuition and a sense of like problem solving and kind of really understanding things on a deeper level. And so I wanted to just enhance that. And this career path, being a mental health professional, has allowed me to explore and experiment and do all the things that I'm doing now. And I feel, for me, it feels very centering. It feels very grounding for me.
Okay. And in what
Yeah.
area do you kind of more specifically specialize in?
Sure. So I am so my title is, I'm a licensed clinical professional counselor. So my specialty is trauma. So I'm trained in trauma therapy. But I'm also trained in other disciplines as well. But most of the clients that I see have some degree of trauma in their history, but they're also dealing with anxiety, depression, and other issues like codependency. They may have some other issues with uh, stress, work-related stress, which what we're about to talk about. Um, Many of the clients are dealing with issues of perfectionism, hyperachievement,
Oh,
procrastination, excuse me, and many of the issues that has led them to the career path that they're on, which is why they're seeking out therapy. So that's kind of the lane in which I'm working in right now.
okay.